What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Total Chaos. I'm your host, Ali Burns from Picks Parlays. This is a show where I take two expert handicappers and pit them head to head. I'm going to give them 5 baseball games that are going down this Wednesday, August the 31st, and they're going to tell me if they go over or under the total. Whoever gets the most correct comes back as the winner. But before we get started, I need everyone to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. We need all those thumbs up from you if you don't mind. And also, while you're at it, why don't you check out our sponsor, BetMGM. For all new accounts, you're getting hooked up with up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet. And if you're in Kansas, you're getting $200 in free play money. I wish I was in Kansas. Vegas gets no good deals. You guys get to have all the fun out there and not Las Vegas. All you guys got to do is use that promo code MORNING. There's a description or the description of this video. There's a link in it. Click on that link or just download the app. Use the promo code MORNING. Ping, pang, pong. You're in, you're out. With me today, I have got Scott Reichel from Winners and Winers. Find him at Reichel Radio. How's it going, friend?
Doing pretty well. I'm pretty sure we're not in Kansas anymore, so I can't get that $200. So that's a bit
No.
unfortunate, but is what it is. Looking forward to picking out some winners here. I know last time out I didn't exactly do great, but I still tied for the show win. So it could be worse, I guess. But I believe I'm exactly 500. So
Yep.
I could be a little bit worse, could be a little bit better. It's a long season, or however long this thing goes. So there you go.
Kind of forever.
Yeah.
Like Nick Parsons' record is like 58 and 55. I mean, he's been doing this since and they all started in January. So and then it restarts again. So
I didn't even know it restarted. I just figured I was in it for the long haul, but okay.
Yep,
Cool.
You're in it for the long haul. I'll let you know in December what your final record is, and then we'll just erase it and move right on. Tim Earle, you're at 35, 38, and 3 on the year for the show. How you feeling?
Oh, I got my games from last chaos, which take off in about an hour or 2 hour, whatever. But hey, hopefully get a little bit of ground made up over the next 2 days, and hopefully finish the baseball season positive. And then we got college football right around the corner.
Yes, finally. Lots of good stuff coming up this weekend. Very excited about it. Okay, so let's get this party started. Reichel, you've got the better record, so you're going to go first. You got Rockies and the Braves. The total on this one is an 8.5. What you thinking?
So it's kind of interesting that the first game we talk about is the one that I had the toughest time actually picking an over and under, because one of these pitchers is really good, the other one's not. You have Wright on the mound for Atlanta, and I'm actually going to go with the under in this game, but I don't feel great about it. His home starts for Wright, he's been very good, 85 and 2/3 innings pitched, 3.05 ERA. The Rockies are also a really awful offensive team on the road. What else is new? They're averaging just 3.08 runs per road game, which is the second fewest in the league. Feltner's pitching for Colorado. He has not been great. However, last 2 starts, he's been okay. 10 and 2/3 innings pitched, 3.38 ERA. And the under is 7-3-1 in the last 11 meetings. It could go either way. Atlanta might score 8 by themselves, which would screw me. But I'll dare basically Atlanta to do all the heavy lifting because I don't expect Colorado to do much. So I'll go with the under.
All right, Tim, do you agree or disagree with this?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in that same boat. Kyle Wright's been pitching a lot better than we kind of expected him this year. We kind of expected him to just be a average road, and he's got an under 3 RA, 16 and 5. So he's actually been pitching quite well. It's Feltner on the other side that scares me. But it's also Colorado's offense that doesn't really do much. I think Atlanta can score 8 in this game, could still go under. Atlanta's minus 300 in this game, so I'm expecting a 5-1, 6-1 type of game. I like it under.
All right. Moving on to the Red Sox and the Twins. The number on this one is 8. Tim, you're up.
This one was a tricky one. Walker's been obviously, besides his last start where he let up 4 runs in 6 innings, but even that's not that bad. He's actually been quite well since coming back from the injured list. He had 2 shutout starts over 12 innings, and then got Tampa, and then got hit a little bit. Joe Ryan's kind of like the weird one, but I'm going to take this one under. John Ryan, 4 earned runs in his last 3 starts. He's been pitching better as of late. I think this one's going to be a better pitcher's duel, but I think it's still got a 4-2, 4-3 game written all over it.
All right, Reichel, how do you feel about this one?
So both bullpens are terrible, but just judging based on the starters, I'm going to go with the under as well. You're looking at the most underrated pitching matchup on the actual card. You have Ryan pitching for Minnesota. He's been very good at home. 67 innings pitched, 2.69 ERA. And you have Mr. Pac-Man for the Boston Red Sox, Waka Waka, pitching, and he's been pretty solid all season long and lately. Last 3 starts, 18 and 2/3 innings pitched, 1.93 ERA. And the last 5 meetings, 4-1 to the under. I like both starters here, so I'm going to go with the under.
Okay. What are you going to go with in the Royals at the White Sox, 8.5?
I'm going to go with the over in this one. You have Bubic pitching for Kansas City, and he's been atrocious all season long, but especially lately. Last 5 starts, 25 innings pitched, 6.12 ERA. And you have Lance Lynn pitching for Chicago. He's been better lately, but overall his home numbers are not great. 40 and 1/3 innings pitched, 4.46 ERA. And the over is also 5-1 in Kansas City's last 6 games. I don't like either starter. Kansas City's offense randomly did well this weekend against San Diego, so I kind of like the current form of the team. I think this number's too low. I'm going to go with the over.
All right, Tim, what do you think?
Yeah, Bubic had a good run for a little bit, but he's back to his old boob ways. He's 14 earned runs in his last 3 starts.
Boobs, okay? Nobody.
They're just not as good as they were in July when he was allowing 0 to 3 earned runs. Now 4, 4, and 6 in his last 3 starts. I think this one goes over, and I've been big on Lance Lynn going over in his games as well, just because he has not been good this year. I thought he was going to be a lot better. He started off with an injury. It happens. I'm going to go over with this one as well.
I have trust issues with Lance Lynn. It's like Mike Trout. I just have trust issues. You burned me enough times. We can't continue this relationship anymore. Yankees and the Angels, it's a 7.5. Tim, what you got?
I'm going to go under. This Yankees offense has really done nothing lately, and I don't trust the Angels either. Patrick Sandoval has actually been, besides getting hit last time against Tampa, but Tampa's been playing some good ball, has actually done quite well. 0-2, 0-2 in his last 4 starts previous to that one. He's been pitching well, and Garrett Cole is Garrett Cole. He's going to pitch a solid time, or he's going to get blown up, so this total, we'll know how it's going to go within the first, 2 innings. But I'm going to go under in this game.
All right, Scott, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I got the under as well. The Angels have randomly been pitching well lately after completely sweeping the Blue Jays, and after the opener against New York, they've allowed less than 4 runs in each of their last 4 games. Meanwhile, the Yankees have scored less than 5 runs in 17 of their last 19 games. They cannot hit the baseball. Garrett Cole's pitching for New York. He's been very good when Trevino's been behind the dish, and I'm assuming he will be behind the plate for this one. Last 3 starts, 19 and 1/3 innings pitched, 2.79 ERA. And Sandoval, we mentioned before, has been pretty decent. He's been good at night, though. 48 and 2/3 innings pitched, 2.59 ERA. You have Cole pitching, and the Yankees can't hit. So I'm going to go with an under.
So there we go. Phillies at the Diamondbacks. The number is 9. Last one for the round. Scott Reichel, take it away.
So after yesterday's 19-inning performance in the first 5 innings, I'm going to take the under in this matchup because I actually like the pitchers here. I think they're underrated. Falters isn't amazing, but he's been decent last 2 times out. Last 2 starts, 12 innings pitched, 3 flat ERA. Henry, though, has actually been very good for Arizona, and at home he's been amazing. 12 and 1/3 innings pitched, 1.46 ERA. And a good trend here, the under is 7-1 in Philadelphia's last 8 games against a left-handed starter. I think this total's kind of where it should be, but I'll lean to the under here because I do think that Henry could shut down Philly for 5-6 innings, and Falter can do enough to get through 4 or 5 without getting totally killed. I'll go with the under.
All right, Tim, what do you think?
Well, we have to have a winner in this one, so I'll take the over.
That's what the tiebreaker's for, man.
I mean, yeah, but I was kind of looking towards the over anyway because I see tonight's game, which is Gallen and Nola, as like a 2-1 low-scoring game. So I think this one's gonna be a little bit of a bounce back. Plus, you're gonna get a lot of Philly bullpen, and you're gonna get probably a decent chunk of Arizona bullpen, and neither of them are good. So I think that you're gonna be able to get some runs in this game, especially what we saw last night. We were able to get a bunch of runs then. Arizona brought up the number 3 prospect, which immediately made impact with a 2-run double last night, which was pretty cool to see. But I see some runs in this one. We're going to go over the 9 for the final game.
All right. So the only one we disagree on, we are going to do a bit of a recap if you guys just joined us. But first, like and subscribe, ring that bell for the notifications, hit that thumbs up, people, and also check out BetMGM, up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet for all new accounts when you download the app and use the promo code MORNING. All right, so let's meet our cappers real quick, and then we'll do a recap on our cappers. Scott Reichel, where's your
How's it going? What's up?
There it is.
Yeah.
I clicked a button and it didn't show up. Tell the people who you are and what you're all about.
So you can find me on Twitter at Reichel Radio. I'm giving out free picks every single day on YouTube as well with the Winners and Whiners page. Also doing the live stream with Chris King at 2 p.m. Eastern every weekday, going through the card, etc. And you can find that on Winners and Whiners. Besides that, doing a bunch of podcasts. I link all of them on my Twitter. So find me at Reichel Radio. A lot of sports. I'm busy all the time. And I don't sleep much. So I got a lot of content if you want to check that out.
Tons and tons of free picks. Tim, Earle, you guys have tons and tons of free picks going on. Also over at Earle Sports Bets on YouTube. Tell everyone where they can find you and what you guys are all about.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Pretty much any social media that you go after, we're everywhere. We're not quite on OnlyFans yet. We're still working on that account. But other than that, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Having fun with that. One of our pinned videos, it has Ali in it, so check it out.
The most expensive TikTok.
Yeah, that was the most expensive TikTok I ever filmed. It was after me and Nick and Ali had like a 0 for 17 night when I was in Vegas, and we burned all the tickets. It was phenomenal. Yes, the paper tickets. Yes, burnt them. But no, we're everywhere. We have all that stuff, and we're getting into the fun part of the season, so I'm excited.
The better part of that story is that the first day was 11-0, and day 2.
Nick had a phenomenal day. I had a winning day.
Yeah.
And then Friday kind of made it so that trip was not profitable.
Woo! That was a humdinger. Also, check out Tim and his brother Nick and Detroit Lenny, all on Game Time Decision every Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Max Wagers Network. Definitely check that out. Scott, what was your worst losing day ever?
My worst losing day ever? That's a good question.
Just in like wins and losses, not money.
It wasn't in Vegas, because the last time I was in Vegas, I actually crushed it. But
I remember I was with you.
I got absolutely destroyed a couple of weeks ago, actually. I got absolutely demolished. I'd say for a week or so, it seemed like I like to live bet, either in some tennis matches, whatever, and I just got like everything wrong for the span of about a week and change. And yeah, it wasn't good. I'll tell you what, it was not good. A couple thousand down the drain, but you bounce back, and so far, fingers crossed, it's been a good week up to this point, but if you don't have any downswings, you haven't been betting long enough.
Yeah, sure. That's just it. And it's one of those things, like, you get so deep in your downswing, you're like questioning every life decision you have made that has got you to this point in your life right now. Yep. Where did I go wrong? Yep. It's just luck. It's just
how you ever have that moment where your betting has been going so badly you second guess your dinner choices?
No, I don't.
Like completely unrelated. Like I don't know.
I don't second guess my food. Doesn't happen.
No, but you have a choice between the two, and you start wondering. Like you start trying to figure out if every other basic decision,
or is the hamburger a lot?
It just trickles down. The gambling impacts the rest of your day.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're not a true gambler or a sports fan if you don't let a team dictate your mood. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have trust issues with Lance Lynn. I mean, that's just it. All kinds of things dictate my mood in sports betting. Okay, so let's do the recap real quick, and we'll let you guys get out of here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, Rockies at the Braves. It's an 8.5. You viewers got a good one. Oh, by the way, wait, before we do this, if you guys want to buy premium plays from Tim Earle over at picksandparlays.net, he's got them. You can buy them from him. All you got to do, I don't know where my banner is. All you got to do is use the promo code NFL, and it'll save you 20%. So use NFL at picksandparlays.net. Save 20% on whatever you get from Tim Earle and Earle Sports Bets. Okay, Rockies and Braves is 8.5. Under, they agree. Red Sox and the Twins is an 8. Under we go again. Royals and the White Sox, 8.5. We're going over on this one. Yankees Angels 7.5. We're going back under, and the only one they disagree on was the Phillies at the Diamondbacks. It's a 9. Scott's going under. Tim is going over. That's a tricky number, so I can see why we have a little disagreement there. Typically on the show, the consensus bets are the ones that cash the most money. So you got 4 of them here. You're welcome. Thank them later. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Like I always say, may the best capper win.
Good luck.